Hi, welcome back to Million Dollar Brands. I'm Laura, and today we have Rebecca Haltman as our guest, and we're so excited to have her.
Hi everybody, I'm super excited to be here, so thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
I'm Rebecca Haltman. I'm a real estate agent at Compass here in Arlington Heights on the Karen Mazurjet Group. I specialize primarily in first-time home buyers, and I am an active community member, very involved with the Arlington Heights Chamber of Commerce. I'm a co-chair for our Young Professionals group.
You do an amazing job.
Thank you. It's my baby.
Yeah, you do a great job.
Thank you. Today, I am here, though, to talk to Laura. Very excited for this, to talk about branding and being at a brokerage that offers so many free resources and tools to market myself, advertise myself as a real estate agent. How can I differentiate myself amongst everybody else?
Well, that's a great question, and I'm so glad you brought it up because I think it's hard when you have so many realtors in general, even here in the town of Arlington Heights. But on top of that, I'm sure there's a lot within just your brokerage as well. So could you tell me a little more about the assets or maybe the tools and resources you're given? Like what are the free resources?
Yes. So for example, one example that comes to mind immediately is social media.
Okay.
Tons of templates that we're given, and they do look very nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I do like them. They're easy to use. I could just input whatever footage I want to put on there and post. They do look nice, but if I'm using it, everybody else is.
Right. No, and I'm glad you made note of that because it's the first thing that my eye kind of would gravitate towards is I don't know how many different styles of templates they give you, but if it's shared between all the Compass agents, like how would I know if you're a brand new agent or you're an agent that's been with them for multiple years and you're kind of a senior? Is there any way that they kind of differentiate the templates or can you customize them? Do you know?
You can create your own.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of it is the same. There's no really telling where you are at in your career.
Sure.
Basically.
So it sounds kind of almost automated.
Yes.
Because you can just plug and play. Okay, yeah. Well, I'm glad you brought that up because there's also not just social media, obviously, as we know. You have so many other, you need flyers and things for open houses. Do they help with that as well? And do they allow you to have a different moment? Like, how can you customize your, open house or your realtor signs even?
Yes, we are able. They have many different assets that we are able to use. And you can just go in there.
Okay.
Really, it's within our database, our CRM that we use.
Sure.
Go in, put your logo on there, put your name on it, your information. The template itself, you can't really edit.
Okay, so it sounds like that only opportunity you have to really brand yourself is in your logo then. I mean, that's your only kind of option. So, I mean, I guess what I would recommend is making sure you have a brand that you fully believe in and love. And, I know you're also on a team too and following their rules and regulations. But I was just thinking, if you can make that really strong game plan of, hey, what is my brand? What is my mission? What is my vision? So I can carry that through my brand identity and then use it on those pieces. So if maybe you want to start using the templates that Compass gives you, but then again, if you can customize those little moments with your logo, and of course you put in your imagery and text, I mean, that's a start, and you can always down the road, I'm sure, make your own templates, I think.
Right.
So.
Right.
Yeah, but I was just thinking too, taking it further, you have print pieces and, your brand lives in so many different media. I mean, how do you try to organize and manage all of it? Because there's so many moving parts.
It's difficult.
Yeah.
It's very difficult. And it is totally something that I have to get better at.
And that's okay.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Do you, with your team though, are you given any special marketing pieces even just for your team, or are you kind of left to
there's a team logo.
Okay.
I guess that we're able to use.
Sure.
That it's the KMG Karen Mazurjet Group logo. And that's about it.
Yeah. And then it's just then implementing and probably fusing it so it works really well with your logo.
Right.
On top of the Compass logo.
Right.
And I'm sure that, has to go through a lot of iterations in a way just to make sure everyone's happy. And, But I guess I would recommend starting there because it sounds like you're a little overwhelmed with how many different things and options, and there's all these great tools. But if you could sit down and kind of, make a game plan of, hey, this is my mission and my vision, but yes, I still have to keep in mind I'm with a big brokerage and I'm on a team. How can we fuse all that together and still be consistent and cohesive, but we still have to highlight who you are.
Right.
Right. I know it's not easy, but I would start with that, because then I think once you nail that down, then you can do all the marketing, the social media, the printed collateral, and you can just keep letting it grow in your marketing pieces.
Right. Make it sound so easy.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
No,
well, but I have so much fun with it, and I want you to have the same.
Right.
You should love what you do,
of course.
and I know you do, but it's just, I know marketing and branding is a whole other ball game.
Right.
But, I'd be glad to continue the conversation because there are a lot of pieces that are moving at the same time. But I just want to make sure you get your name out there too.
Right.
At the end of the day, we have to think too in a weird way, not to say a succession plan, but you're gonna grow too. Who knows? Maybe one day you'll lead your own team. I don't know where life is gonna take you, but
nobody
we
does.
Want right? Yeah, we want your brand to be able to kind of grow with you, if that makes sense.
No, most definitely.
But,
and yes, I guess by easy also I meant I hear the passion.
Yeah.
And so you have some solutions, it seems, for people and myself and in this position where you have so many moving parts and so many different areas that you are supposed to cover to brand yourself.
And I think it's so important too that you're taking the time to really prioritize this, Rebecca, because I feel, especially as a realtor, I mean, that's a big part of what you guys sell, right? To your clients is, hey, I know people. I can help you market and list your home or buy a home. You guys do so much for your clients, and I feel a big part of that comes from marketing on its own.
Right. Oh, yes.
So if you have that, it sounds like once you get that, I mean, you can keep doing your favorite thing of being a realtor and doing your buying and selling. But is there also kind of a certain area that you like to focus on? Because that also might too help you with your branding on who your target kind of audience is at this time.
I think right now it would be social media.
Okay, Yes, so you're kind of hitting younger.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, no, and it's good. But I know that sounds so simple, but just if you can even just put simply on a Word doc, hey, this is who I want to focus on, and okay, then they're on these platforms. It's literally making a little outline for yourself, and then you feel less overwhelmed. Okay, I'm doing what I need to do to hit the people I want to talk to.
Right.
So I hope that also kind of helps.
Yes.
And it shouldn't be scary, and I know it can have its moments of being daunting, but
it's easy to just overthink all of this stuff.
Right, and just get it down on paper.
Map it out.
And Exactly, and you watched our last video.
Yes,
Look at you,
I did, yes.
mapping it out. You got this.
I learned so much.
Yeah, good. But it's just I don't want people to be scared because it is a lot, but it's so worth it once you do it.
Right, most definitely.
And you want to relax and be okay, I know what I'm doing with my marketing. You don't want to have to worry about it too. So.
Right.
Yeah, but I hope some of these tips helped, and
thank you.
Just a little insight.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I really appreciate it. It's very helpful.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for coming on this month. And if you have any other branding or design questions, we would love to feature you next month in our $1 Million Brand Series. But thanks again, Rebecca, for coming, and we'll see you guys next month. Bye.
Bye.